What's up? What's up? Instagram, YouTube, anywhere you follow me on social, even LinkedIn if you're a nerd. But yeah, I'm out here in Miami. It's my first time. I got the Airbnb. I'm here for a couple more days, and just wanted to give you guys like some 2 cents and just I guess like observations and deep thoughts, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a blessed Sunday, and I just felt like I could come on here and talk a little bit about what's been going on in life and just um what I've experienced this past couple of days out here in the 305, and uh getting out of San Francisco and just noticing how that was really beneficial to my sense of all of this. But yeah, we're going somewhere with this. But yes, anyway, I just want to talk about a little bit about getting out of San Francisco and coming to Miami, just experiencing life out here. As you can tell, we got the view, you got the water. We even gonna take a risk and say, oh shit, no, we're not gonna risk it like that, but we got pool down there. Um, but outside of that, yeah, I just wanted to come out here on pod and kind of just talk about how coming out here has really revitalized my mindset, and not only when it comes to work, but I think more importantly when it comes to like life and we're gonna do this article links like this, but when overall it just comes down to it comes down to being in a good environment. Like life is so much about you know who you surround yourself with and what city you're in. If you're in a city like San Francisco where there's a lot of crime, nobody really respects anybody, and what uh what else can you expect from that? It's really expensive too, so you're just getting less for your money, and I mean, it's a bad combination out there. So I just came out here. I want to see what like a red state would be like. All I gotta say is, yeah, I like it out here a lot. So I've been out here for a week right now. I mean, yeah, you got amazing stuff. I feel like maybe the economic opportunities are a little bit different out here, but people make good money out here. I'm talking to some bartenders and all that. They're saying they make 2K in 3 days. And here you could also tell like a lot of people are hustlers. Like, for instance, I was just eating at a healthy smoothie and like bowls place called Valley. Might be pronounced Vale, but they spell it Vale. But yeah, so I was out there and I'm like,
It's all about living an earthly life at Vale Food Co. at Mary Brickell Village. A high-quality, fast-casual, affordable, healthy concept.
span of 5 minutes, there was like two people who were pitching the restaurant. Like, so you had this one lady who's asking if she could get like a free drink for a story tag or something like that, or your social media. And then 2 minutes later, you had a gentleman pitch his coffee. I think he's like an entrepreneur, a coffee outlet. He just makes his own coffee or whatever, or sells coffee, and he was saying, yeah, he'd love to have that restaurant feature that coffee, and like, that's mad cool. Like, people are out here hustling. So if you're around a lot of hustlers and all that, you get that it rubs off on you. You kind of want to hustle too. So, and I noticed too that give me a second. So just got another update regarding the book I'm publishing and working on. At the moment, we're in the later stages of publishing. It's been a crazy ride. I remember starting writing back in 2020. So see that flex. Back in 2020, started writing the book, started interviewing people, creating a podcast and all of that. And, it's been a dream of mine to publish a book since 2015. Back then, I wanted to write a novel, and I was an English major at UC Riverside, and just really thinking about what I wanted to do with my career and where I could work. I had just had the pure idea out of the love of writing, and kind of just art and stories that shaped people's lives. Being on the verge of publishing one with Penguin Random House in Southeast Asia. Big shout out to Nora and then the rest of the publishing team there. They really, went to bubble fest and given us an opportunity to make something great. If you're not from Southeast Asia, you can still publish the book. It's going to be on Amazon. I'm sure we'll get an audio version up there as well. To get into the book a little bit more, that it's a business book called Start Mindsets in the World. I think that, the times that we're living in right now, you've got to be, sort of utilizing technology and then kind of fitting in the landscape, whether you're in the Bay Area or wherever you are. There's an opportunity to take advantage of, and just if you're not a business owner, it's definitely an opportunity to make money for yourself. Try and get a career, whether it's content creating, whether that's you see it all the time, and you're interacting with Instagram and YouTube, damn near whenever you have a chance. Just the fact that our phones are kind of getting more intertwined with our daily lives. It's just like you're seeing ads every time you're on one of these platforms. So it's like, why not figure out how to enter that economy, right? That digital economy. We also spoke to just thought leaders like a Sean Bolt or Ed Lampole or executive coaches and things like that. Really just putting all that knowledge that we had into a better and condensed story, just like story. Having read a lot of business books in my life and seeing how they've impacted me, they've definitely made me pursue different things in my career, whether that was investing in venture capital and startup company, working with entrepreneurs, seeing like the opportunities we have right now. It's like, okay, you see this, but how do you make money off of this, right? So, or how do you create a business that can scale? And we get into a lot of that, but I think the part that really comes near and dear to me is part of self-help. So much energy in our lives right now goes to things that we want to improve, whether that's your dating life, whether that's your business, your health, your social life, whatever you want towards, definitely your money, your income, right? That's something that we always, put in the back burner, thinking about inflation and fighting the economy. So much you can learn, right? If you learn from a source that has people who've gone through something similar or people who have in-depth knowledge of something, it's definitely better to get that information straight from the source. We're the true writers of this book. We did work with the publisher, but it's really my personal thoughts, Dan Gonzalez's, as well as my co-author, Earl. Earl's Stanford business grad. And he just worked at Schwab as a managing director. He's got a lot of success under his belt. He was raised $5 million for the company that he created. And lots of things like that. But I think it goes more into that, and it goes into the interpersonal relationship with yourself. That's what entrepreneurship really is, because you're not working for someone necessarily. Nobody's really going to tell you what to do. It's just about so much that you want to do, and kind of hinges on yourself. Like, obviously, the uncontrollable factors outside of yourself, but you really got to get your mindset there, right? So that's part of the title, and that's part of the thesis we had. So it's more of a self-development book, not just entrepreneurship, but racing all that. I think right now we really want to appeal to people who are trying to better themselves, those around them as well, because if better people around them, you by byproduct become better just by doing that. Like, you'll notice, like, you'll feel better, you'll have more self-esteem, whatever the case may be. If I'm rambling, my apologies. It's just such a good day. Hey, area, stressing out. Every time you take a simple drive to the mall, it's like somebody wants to cut you off, or I just don't fuck with that shit, man. I don't fuck with none of that shit. I prefer, to be able to enjoy yourself, walk, or just drive somewhere. You gotta drive faster. So it's a lot better. There's so much benefits too if you're an entrepreneur and you're operating in a city that's kind of clouding your judgment. But I get it too. Like, you're hustling, you're definitely wanting to. Man, I think it's hard to work here because there's so much stuff you can get into. It's really hard to work on vacation. So it's just helped me kind of get away from negativity and just have like the focus clarity, because you managing the book, like writing the book, running podcasts, selling ads, selling the podcast, and creating e-commerce. It's a tough juggling act. So anytime you get the chance to venture out, and go somewhere new and clear your mind, I'd take that chance. First opportunity that they arose. I remember booking the flight out here. It was one of my best friends' weddings. And shout out to my boy Brandon and his wife Bria. They just got married last month, and they had a blast at the wedding. And yeah, it's just good to see one of your best homies, get married. And I think it's something that people in society should aim for too. Is, dating, married, all that stuff. I'm not gonna get into much to that. Yeah. So anyway, it brings me back to that point where it was like the day after they got married, and I was like, "Fuck, man, I'm tired of the Bay Area. This shit is toxic. I ain't really digging it." So I had to come out here to the beautiful Miami. I really did. It's still a lot for me. I'm gonna go back to the Bay Area in probably a couple days. I hit up Austin, Texas too. If you know any food spots or recommend any things to do out there, I'd love to. What's it called? To get 2 cents. What else I gotta say? Yeah, if you haven't already, click like, comment, and subscribe. It does help me out with YouTube algorithm and getting this message across to people who might want to hear it and benefit from self-help, personal development, as well as just like a perspective of somebody who's trying to make it. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already hit that subscribe